I do this wherever I can find time and space. I'm unfortunately sitting in the balcony of a hotel, but don't mind the background. We are talking here about decarbonizing the energy sector. We also call it the energy transition to zero carbon energy, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately, without using fossil fuel wisely to transition to decarbonizing the energy sector itself. When we say decarbonization of the system, we mean decarbonize everything, our food production, energy, transportation, everything, to infrastructure, buildings, and so on. More specifically, we first have to make the energy systems zero carbon, all renewables, but that cannot happen ever because there will always be irreducible carbon emissions or greenhouse gas emissions. Imagine the infrastructure needed for building solar, wind, dams for hydropower, nuclear, the critical minerals for building solar panels and other electric vehicles and so on. Everything takes some energy, and all the energy may not always be carbon free in a life cycle sense. So if you include mining for radioactive material for nuclear plants, critical minerals mining, and so on. So here the idea is CCUS, carbon capture, utilization, and sequestration, will actually help us draw down the CO2 emitted, carbon emitted by fossil fuel use in decarbonizing the energy sector. Okay, so we will continue to use fossil fuels hugely, and the emissions will be taken down by using carbon capture, utilization, and sequestration, which obviously means you also have to worry about how long they will be sequestered, and they have to scale up. And you can do these calculations to see, to decarbonize the energy sector, when will we actually begin to need gigaton level CCUS, and that's going to be pretty soon by 2030, 2040, and 2050. So fossil fuels will not be completely phased out from the energy systems, but CCUS will be helping to take out the emissions from using fossil fuels for transitioning the energy system. So we have to decarbonize the system, we have to hit net zero on everything, and net zero also has to include greenhouse gases, of course. So in this context, CCUS is considered to see when and how much it has to scale up, and the investments it will need, innovations and policies, etc. Okay, interesting problem, but critical to understand.